Hello, welcome. My name is Makisodi. Today I want to show you my workspace, as you can see, and what powers it. This is a solar inverter box, so to speak, and I'm going to show you how I power my workspace. So essentially, inside this box, there are three major components that make up this box and supply power to this workspace. All right, so this is a close-up of our solar inverter box, right? Right here, we have the lithium-ion battery pack. This pack is made up of many battery cells, right? We chose this option because they can last 3 times more, they're actually 3 times more efficient than the lead acid battery pack. So next is the circuit board right here. This board supplies 19.5 volt DC for your laptops. It also supplies 12 volts DC for rechargeable fans. And finally, it supplies a 220 volt AC. And that one is for all the other electrical appliances in your home. So right here is where all of the power converges and then gets into your house. Okay, so right here we have the solar charge controller. Its main job is to regulate the power that comes from the solar panels so that it can charge the batteries here. All right, there's a wire attached here. Let me show you this part. This is the wire, right? This wire runs, it's coming all the way from the panels, yeah, which is on the roof, right? So that right there is the hole through which we channel the wiring. Okay, so now that's the wire, right? Now I'm going to show us how this whole thing works. So as you can see, right now there's an indicator light there which is showing blue. This is because it has not been plugged yet. All right, when I plug it, it is going to turn red. So here goes. See? Now it is red. At this point, it means that the battery is charging. Now, when that battery gets full to its capacity, this light right here turns blue and it stops to charge. All right, so here we are. We took a break to go dress it up so that it can look a little bit more presentable. I'm going to take you around the box itself. Right here, we have the cooling fan to keep this box cool at all times, right? To make that effective, we have inlets, air inlets. There is this part right here. This is one. Then there is another one right here on this other side of the box, right there, right? So the air goes in through these two and then comes out through this part. This part spins when I turn it on, right? Here we have, this is our 12 volts DC wire. Yeah, this one right here, it comes out from this port. This one is our 19.5 volts DC, right? This is it here. We attached it to it can actually power 2 laptops at the same time. So this is one and then this is the other. All right, when I turn it on, I'm coming back to plug these so that we can see. And then right here, like I showed us earlier on before we dressed it up, this is where the solar charge controller goes into. This is its plug. So around this corner right here, we have the 220 volts AC, right? This one, like I said earlier on, powers all the other electrical appliances in your house. So I'm just going to go on and plug and then turn it on. So here goes. This is the controller, right? I plug it in like that. See, it is turned red. Okay, plug it in properly. Let me make sure this is properly plugged, right? Okay, so that is done. Somewhere here is my switch. When I turn this on, you're going to see this indicator begin to read. See? This one tells you your status at all points in time. If you see the fan is already spinning, currently, as you can see, it's showing a 15.2 volts. Its full capacity is actually 16.8. All right, so that means that the panels are still charging the batteries in here. I'm going to plug. I'm going to start with the 12 DC onto the rechargeable fan. So right here, as you can see, the fan picked up power, and then this part went red. That's because it is charging. So I'm going to unplug. It goes off. The speed has reduced, and then I'm going to plug it back on. The speed increases, and then the red light shows charging. Okay, so next I'm going to show us the 19.5 volts DC and how it works. Right here, it is already plugged. That's its plug. That's why this light on here is showing, the light on the laptop adapter is showing green. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug my laptop. So plug. Did we see the light come on? See the light will blink. Can you see the white light blinking? This means it is charging. So I'm going to take this out. Nothing, right? And put it back in there. It is now charging. All right, so do you notice something? You know, when we plugged this, when we turned this on, we had a 15.2 volt output. Notice now that it has dropped to 14.9. That is the pull from the fan and then the laptop that I have just plugged into charge. So that's what happens when when it's in use. All right, it drops, and then at some point it will now stabilize and then start charging again. All right, so the final part which I haven't shown us yet is the 220 outlet. Now, see, everything else is plugged on, so we still have this space here to use. I have this fan here, and then it's going to be using this 220 volt plug. That's the fan there. I left it on. I usually just leave it on. So when I plug it, you're going to see that the fan will start to spin. See that? So that's it. It has come on, right? I'm going to take this out. It stopped. I'm going to put it back in, and then it's charging. This has also sucked up about, it's now 14.8. Not bad. Actually, the battery never stops charging. It keeps charging. Yeah. However, it just has to get back the juice that it has served these other devices with, and then it will start climbing again to the 16.8. Okay, so right now I'm going to take out the solar charge controller so that we can see how it affects the voltage being supplied. So this is off. Did you notice that drop? It went all the way from 14.8 and it's now at 14.3. Now the appliances are now working on the battery. They're using the battery now to sustain. All right, it's now 14.3. That's just the battery working. Can you see that? Okay, so now I'm going to plug it back. See, it adjusts. Why? The solar panel is working. It's harvesting the sun and then using it as required. All right, so currently it is on. This outlet, the fan outlet, is working. It is spinning, as you can see. I don't know if this is clear to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it off. I have turned it off, and then it's gradually going to a stop. See, it has stopped spinning. See that right there. I'm going to turn it back on. See, it picks up immediately, right? So that's how this works, and that's how the fan cools the system. So even for the boy, with this 12 volts fan, fully charged, it can actually last all of say 72 hours. So this one can sleep, and just have peace. There's been no light for days on end. but it's not preventing him from sleeping, peacefully. So, guys, let me get out so I don't wake him up. See you all later. This is me at my doorstep, right? It's late and dark. So, I want to show us the 5-volt bulb, which I use to power the so called door mouth, to light up the stairwell. My phone has no light currently, but you can see very well. So, neighbors who are coming in to the building, have there's good visibility, so to speak, for them to do this. So this is us giving back for the most part. So as we power our stuff in there, we also give light to neighbors to, see as they come in, return from their work and hustles late.